Hey guys, Dennis here, Muddy Water Search and Recovery. And I wanted to get this out to you guys before it got too late in the season. Um, Hunting season is coming up. We're talking big game, deer, elk, antelope, bear. We're talking waterfowl. We're talking migratory bird, small game. There's a lot of hunting seasons that are open or opening across the United States. And every year, there are several human remains that are found by hunters. So I wanted to put this out there and just ask all hunters, be aware of your surroundings, what's out there. If you do see something suspicious, please report it. Um, I was doing some research on this, and I have not found an organization that has tracked how many, human remains are found on average in an average year by hunters specifically. I haven't found anybody with those numbers. But I did find this. If you find a body or remains that are clearly human, stay put and call 911 if you have cellular service. The remains are the most important evidence of any crime scene, said Lieutenant Kurt Pierce of the Dane County Sheriff's Department in Wisconsin. Document when you found it and take a GPS reading, but touch nothing and take nothing. You want to leave a pristine scene. Investigators can obtain lots of information from the remains and what's underneath. They'll dig up the soil for fluids and other physical samples. They might even get DNA off a piece of clothing of the guilty party, or that the guilty party lost. I did have to replace guilty party here in this statement because the original wording would have flagged on some of the platforms that this video is going to air on. Reading more into that article, it does explain how just the smallest thing can basically jeopardize a crime scene and make it harder for law enforcement to be able to gather evidence if that evidence is contaminated. So if you do see something out in the woods that you feel is potentially human remains, don't touch it. Just, like it said, get the GPS coordinates, call 911 immediately, let them know what's going on. And when officers get there, show them where this is and just be alert out there. For all of the ones that are found, there are many more that are not. So just let's keep our eyes open. I was an avid hunter up until I started Muddy Water Search and Recovery. And since then, I believe I have only got to hunt one time. I'm not going to be hunting this year. Next year, I will be going out hunting. Be honest, I miss it. That was a big part of my life for most of my life. So next year, I will be going hunting. And like I'm asking you to do, I will be keeping my eyes open, looking around, making sure that there's nothing out there. When you're hunting, you're constantly alert and aware of what's around you, so that way you don't spook off that trophy deer that you've been waiting on. So you're already alert and aware. Just keep in mind, look for this as well. It could be something as simple as a tennis shoe, some old clothing, jewelry, down to bone. I mean, there's a lot of different sign that you can see out there that could possibly be human remains. And by being aware and reporting this, if you see it, you can help bring a missing loved one home. You could help their family find answers, get the answers they had desperately been searching for, and in many cases could possibly help get the guilty party. They could face justice, and it's a win. Again, we're already alert out in the field. Let's add this to what we are looking for while we are hunting and help bring these missing people home. If you have any questions, or if you want more details in this, please email me. The email is down in the video description, and we will get in contact and I can answer any questions that you have on that. The most important thing here is everybody doing what they can to help find these missing people and bring them home. And I know there's some people out there who, we don't want that kind of attention. When you look back at the cases where a hunter has found human remains out in the woods, you see it on the news, you read it in the newspapers. Rarely does it ever name the hunter. You get statements like a deer hunter discovered remains in southeast Leavenworth County on such and such date. So if you're worried about your name getting out there, that does not have to happen. And rarely does that happen. Law enforcement do their best, but with limited manpowers, limited budget, limited resources, it is hard for them to scour every piece of woods in a county where a missing person is. Plus them having to have at least probable cause to potentially get a warrant to get on those properties if it is private property. And private property, I do want to mention, just because something is found on private property like that out in the woods does not necessarily mean that the property owners themselves are guilty. Many places out in the counties, anybody can access that property. Yes, they're trespassing, but if they just unalived somebody, trespassing is not something they're going to be worried about. So all of you that will be out hunting this year, please stay vigilant. Please report anything that you find that may lead to a missing person. Be safe out there in the woods. Enjoy your hunt. Best of luck to you. If you are a hunter and you have a successful hunt this year, please let us know. If you have a hunting story to share, please let us know. I would like to hear that personally. Again, I've always been an avid hunter. I'm looking forward to next year when I get out and get to hunt again. But guys, with that, until next time, you guys stay safe, and let's continue to do everything we can to bring these missing loved ones home.